Who, what, where, when, why, how. All of these question words are important to know in any language of study, whether it be Swedish, Japanese, or Swahili. Today, we'll go over the first three in Swedish. First off, we have who. In Swedish, you say them. Here are some examples. Vem är du? Who are you? Vem är det som står där? Who's that standing there? As you can see, this grammar works similarly to English and almost the same as in many other European languages. The first example even translates literally. Vem, who, är, are, du, you. And the second almost does. Instead of using the gerund or ing form of the verb for stand, the Swedes use the present tense preceded by the word som, forming what literally translates to that stands instead of standing. Therefore, the literal translation of the second example is who is it that stands there, but is interpreted in English as who's that standing there, or who stands there. You can also say vem står där, but it sounds better to use the example sentence that I provided. Next, we have vad or what. You use it similarly to vem. Vad gör du? What are you doing? Vad är det som ligger där? What's that lying there? This is where it can get tricky. In an interrogative sentence in English, the main verb comes after the subject. In the first example, what are you doing? In Swedish though, except for when an auxiliary verb is used with it, the verb comes before the subject. Thus, vad gör du literally translates to what do you, but is interpreted as what are you doing? The second example, vad är det som ligger där, follows the same pattern as the second example for vem. Third and finally for today, we have när or when. När gick ni på bio? When did you guys go to the movies? När ska du åka till Sverige? When will you go to Sweden? Notice the sentence structure in the first example and how it relates to that of the previous examples. The question word comes first, followed by the verb, then the subject of the sentence, and finally everything else. Someone might answer this question with Vi gick på bio igår. We went to the movies yesterday. Notice that the only two words that were switched were the subject and the verb. The second example takes on the future tense, which we haven't gone over yet. Ska is an auxiliary verb, roughly translating to will. Auxiliary verbs are used in the same way in Swedish as in English. So, när ska du åka till Sverige literally translates to when will you go to Sweden. That's it for today, so check back next week for part 2. Hejdå!